What's going on, everybody? This is Will. It's another weekend, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Fire and Steel. So I promised that I was going to do spare ribs in the pit barrel this weekend. Got some bad news. Well, some good news. If you look behind me here, I just kind of fell into a pretty good deal that I couldn't pass up. So I went and picked up an offset. I've got another smoker coming here in a couple weeks, but so I wasn't really in the market for an offset, but it was such a good deal. So a guy had it, for sale for a really good price, but like I said, I wasn't really in the market, so I wasn't looking, but I keep an eye on it on the market. So he dropped his price by like over half. The already good price, he dropped it by over half. So I just drove down there that day. I was like, let's do this, man. So it's a Matt's barbecue pit. If you're not familiar, they're out by, what is it, Pipe Creek. So it's between Bernie and Bandera. It's a Texas pit. It's pipe barrel pit. It's 54 inches by 24 inches, or 24 by 54, whatever you call it. 1/4 inch steel, 3/8 inch box. And the most interesting thing about this is that it's a reverse flow. You're looking at that and that, and you're saying, how is that a reverse flow? Look at that. So it was built as a reverse flow. It's up, Odin. It was built as a reverse flow, and so there's tuning plates. I'll show you. Come on. All right, so it was built as a reverse flow. This end was capped. I talked to the guy. He was like, just wanted to, the reverse flow was fine. He was just messing around, I guess. So he had this nice big collector and everything put on. That's a huge stack. This is good stuff. I think you might have kind of went a little overboard with the tell-truths, but I mean, I guess one too many is better than one not enough. So it's nice heavy sucker. It's probably about 800-900 pounds. I had to unload this on the trailer by myself, moving these steel wheels on this decomposed granite. Oh my god, I'm a little sore today. Anyway, yeah, so it's got the top and bottom grates. I've got some lump charcoal over there getting ready. So I've got these tuning plates that go across, right, to create the reverse flow, right? So you keep this stack closed and you open this one, it'll travel under the tuning plates and back over and through the stack. Or you close that stack and take out the tuning plates. So that's what I'm going to do today. Since it's a reverse flow, it doesn't have a baffle, so I'm going to leave the first tuning plate in. I don't know if that's a good idea or not at this point. This will be my first cook, and that's how the previous owner did it. So that's how I'm going to do it until I get a little bit more experience with this pit. 3/8. What's going on, Odin? 3/8 box here. It's got a grate here. The grates are in pretty good shape. I'll scrape it once I get it warm a little bit. Sucker is thick. Nice box. I'll probably line that either with some fire brick or I don't know. It's a nice big box, isn't it? Maybe some fire brick. It looks like there's some fire brick before. You can see where the lines are in between, and I don't know, maybe a basket, one of those burn baskets. I have not owned an offset before, so I've cooked on an offset a few times. I'm familiar with how it all works. So yeah, I guess from here on out, I mean, today I'm just gonna be sitting over here and feeding this pig. All right, lump charcoal is almost done. I'll when I put that in, well, I guess I need a few things. What do I need? Wood. All right, what else do I need? Chair. All right. Beer. Looks like I'm pretty set. I'm gonna let this lump heat up. I'm gonna get it in there as a nice cold bed. I'm gonna throw a little bit of wood on there, and I'm gonna go get my ribs ready. See you in a minute. All right, got the fire going. You can see, so I put in that lump charcoal. Can you see in there? Here, let's open it up. Put in that lump charcoal, then I wasn't really ready with wood, but I do have some wood here. If you'll notice, oak is fairly abundant in this area. So anyway, I've got you know, a big old ugly log over there for a nice bed. I got a couple other logs that are kind of at an angle in there. So it's smoking pretty badly right now. We're waiting for it to light. I've got it wide open here. Yeah, got the train going. I'm noticing now that there's a lot of smoke, you know, it's not sealed real great. You can see coming through there. I don't know if that's something I should worry about. At this point, probably not too worried. But we're at about 100, 115, 20. We're getting there. All right, so it's been an hour. I just put another log split on the in the firebox. The smoke is a little bit dirtier than I'd like to see. Yeah, it's coming out blue and then it's going white again. I'm looking at that. I'm gonna go in there. So I just got it dialed in. Well, I think if you look, what do we got? 220 there. We got 280 there. We got 210 there. And we got 230, 240 there. So the temperature throughout the chamber is all over the board. You could kind of, well, it was designed to be a reverse flow, right? And I do have a tuning plate in there to use as a baffle. So, you know, I'll mess with that. Not this cook. I'm just doing a couple racks of ribs and a couple of sirloin steaks. So I'll play with it again and try to get it dialed in a little bit more. But the smoke is doing okay. Good, not great. We'll see. I'll go get the ribs cut up, or you know, put together, and we'll see what it looks like when I get back. Bye. All right, you guys, I got in trouble. So apparently my wife bought me a shirt to wear for making videos, and I wasn't wearing it, so I am now. Anyway, what I've got today is a couple of racks of baby backs. You know, they're a decent price, so I went and got them, you know, at HEB. Just put them in the freezer. So that's what I've got going on here, and I've got a couple of beef loin, top sirloin, butt center, capped off. It's a Wagyu beef sirloin baseball steak. Local ranch down the road. What is their name? Bucker Creek. They raise Wagyu cattle, and they do like a weekly deal where they come and they'll deliver $100 of meat to your door once a week if you want. And that's pretty cool. I mean, they're just right. They're like I don't know, a couple miles away. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with the honey hog on the ribs and some SPG on the. All right, honey hog. What is in here? Sugar, salt. All right, nice coating on there. Nice and liberal coating on the. You know, this sauce, or this rub isn't too powerful, so get plenty on there. All right, there's that. All right, here's these Wagyu sirloin tips. They don't, or sirloin steaks. They don't have a lot of fat in there. It's just they're sirloin baseball steaks. I haven't had these before, so we'll see. Cool. All right. See you out there. We'll see you out there. Oh, pepper. All right, time to put stuff on the new smoker for the first time. The smoke looks pretty good. It's looking blue. There's a little bit more of it than I'd like to see, but that's okay. I'll get it dialed in as time goes on. I adjusted the tuning plate, so I expect this up top right by the fire to be a little hotter, so that's 300. So I got 250 down here, 225 here, so about 25 degrees difference. I can live with that. And then 250 here. So just adjusting that tuning plate kind of made all this pretty good. This is still pretty hot, but that's okay. I don't mind a hot spot. So let's get these bad boys on. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down for a sec. Looking pretty good. I'll come check in an hour. Those sirloins, I've got it on the cooler part. They're smaller, cooking slower is fine with me. And probably won't touch the ribs for 2 or 3 hours. We'll see. All right, cool. There we go. The thin blue smoke. Pretty dang close. I had to rearrange the wood a little bit. I think one of the pieces of wood I put on there, it was kind of gray. I knew that going in, but figured it was a good size and it'd probably do well for the coal bed, so I wanted that to pretty much burn up. But yeah, that is a nice looking fire now. Anyway, thought I'd share. All right, so it's been about an hour. I don't expect much from the ribs, but I'm a little worried about those small sirloin baseball steaks. Fire's doing okay. There's you can see a little bit more smoke than I'd like. I've got it right on the metal, so I can get like a basket or something. That should help manage. But also, it's been real moist out here. My wood's outside, so it's probably a little wet. Whatever. I wasn't all set up for this. This whole offset thing was just out of the blue. So I wasn't prepared. Anyway, let's check these guys. All right, it's a little bit of smoke. It's not terrible. All right, ribs are looking all right. And these guys, let's see what we're doing. These guys, 130, 136. This one's a little thicker. 135, 134. These guys are about done. I'm gonna pull these guys off and we'll see the ribs in another hour. You can see the flame down there. Woohoo. All right, cool. All right, we're 2 hours in now. So this thing's been running really nice this past hour. First hour I was kind of struggling with a little bit of white smoke. It wasn't terrible, but it was more than I would have liked. But this second hour, I've got a little bit of smoke showing right now because I just put a split on, but you couldn't see anything coming out of that, just the little heat, ripples. But let's take a look at and see how my ribs look. All right. Looking pretty good. Getting some nice color. I'm gonna swap sides on these guys. I think one of them's a little bit. I don't know where my tongs are. Where's my tongs? I lost my tongs. This is terrible. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna move them. Anyway, I'll get those moved around. I'm gonna let those go for another hour. Yeah, a little pullback, a little crunchy right there where the fire is. All right. Anyway, that's 2 hours. I'm gonna let them go another hour, and then I'll wrap them. All right. All right, y'all. Hour 3. So I'm gonna wrap these guys now. I haven't looked at it. If you can see, this thing's running nice. So I mean, you can't even tell. I mean, there's a little bit of smoke. I mean, if you look real hard, but yeah, I mean, this thing's purring. So the first hour, I did have a little bit of trouble, but I think once I got the bed of coals in there, right? I mean, it's an experience, I suppose. You know, since I haven't run an offset myself, I've run it a couple times with friends, but you know, always had somebody there. So anyway, really my first offset experience by myself. So it's going really well. So far, so good. Additionally, you'll notice these. Remember, these were way off. So up here we're running about 250. And that the firebox is right there. I've got a little bit of a gap in the tuning plate that you can't see right there, but I'm trying to hit about 250. It's a little low right now. I wanted to I'm going to throw a split on it, but I wanted to show you how it was running without it. So this is at about what, 220 to 30. So now it's really even all the way across. This one's running a little hot, but still, you know, those things are in sync right there. So anyway, yeah, things, you know, once everything really warmed up, I mean, it took a couple hours for that, but anyway, we're at hour 3. All right, here we go. Some pretty good color right there. You can see the fire is just a glow down there. Yeah, let me take these guys in. I've definitely got some good pullback from that rib. This one's a little bit thicker, so put that over there. These are looking really good. But I've got 3 hours of smoke bath. It's time to take them in and wrap them. See you inside. All right. We're back inside here. Just gonna wrap these in foil for like an hour. These things look really good right now. Only thing I'm gonna do inside here is I didn't spritz these at all. I'm not putting any apple cider vinegar. A lot of people like to do that. I'm just gonna go with some butter and some. I've got this raw white honey. I watched the craziest video in the world. It was this gal in China was making char siu, and so I wanted to make it. It looked really good, so I picked it up. All right, so man, these things are looking good. I need a napkin. All right, so I'm just gonna. So this honey gets a little thick, so I put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. I don't really have a sweet tooth, but for whatever reason, this stuff is really good on pork, sugars and stuff. All right, just go here. go here. Boom. And inside down. All right. And I'll go ahead and do the other one and I'll see outside. All right, so we're about done. I just took them out of the foil, and boy, they're super tender. I might have overdone them a little bit, but anyway, let's take a look. I've got it on there just to get a little bit of firming up, but let's take a look. Can you see that? That is some color right there. Those look really good right there. The fire's still going. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these off in like 5 minutes. I just want to get a little bit of the moisture off the top, and see you inside. All right, y'all, it's all over except for the crying. First cook on the new offset. Told you guys all about it. You know, wasn't really looking for one, but I was watching, and you know, deal came up. Kind of helped me and him out, I think. But yeah, I didn't really have my shit together, to be honest with you. I didn't have all the wood. I had to grab stuff from the fireplace to go do, you know, moving wood around, that sort of stuff. You know, but overall, I think it went really well. The first hour of smoke, I think, was a little too much. It wasn't over smoke. But it definitely wasn't ideal. Everything after that was perfect. It was purring like a kitten after an hour. But what we have here is a couple of racks of ribs. Here, let me grab the camera and I'll come show you. Look at that. So this one, I think I put it closer to the fire, and he's overdone. He broke in half. He's still going to be really good though. This one looks spot on. This one looks spot on right here. Look at that pullback. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's cut it open, man, and see how we did. All right, nice and bendy. It's holding together. It's starting to break, so it's on the verge of being overdone. This one did break in half. It's a little bit more. It was thicker. It was a thicker rib, so I put it closer to the fire. You can see this one got a little bit better color. This one got a little bit darker color. That's fine. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and let's try to cut next to the bone. It's falling apart. Okay, so it's a little overdone. It's not overdone to the point to where you can't eat it or anything, but this is gonna be good. I got my wife. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she's gonna.
I'm wearing my PJs.
She's wearing her pajamas. She's the ones that bought me this shirt. But I'm gonna see if she'll come over and take a bite. I have not taken a bite yet, but this is sliding off the rib. There you go. It's hot. You want a napkin?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. You tell me.
It's hot.
It is hot. All right. So I've got the top fell off of this one, so I'm gonna go for this guy.
I'll go on camera. I'm just gonna hide my pants. Good. You put honey in this?
I did. Different flavor than I was expecting, I'll be honest with you. Came out good. I think that first hour of smoke maybe made it a little bit more bitter than I'd expect. Let's try another one.
I think the flavor's okay. I like it a little more savory.
Okay, this is definitely savory. Let's try this guy.
I think it needs a little more rub.
A little bit more rub. Actually, she's right. I can't really taste the rub on here. I put a bunch of the honey hog on there, that meat church. Maybe I should have put some SPG on there first. I'm not disappointed.
Man, I still eat them.
Yeah, they're not the best ribs I've ever made. And
They're still good.
for the first cook, yeah, I mean, it's if this is the worst that it's gonna get, this is living good. All right, you guys, I'm gonna have one more and I'll turn off the camera. Pretty good. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. And as T-Row would say, cheers to you. Hey there, just want to make a quick update. You know, I let these cool off a little bit. And you know what? They tightened up a little bit. They were falling apart. Stupid big effects. They were falling apart before, but now they're cutting real nice. All right, nice little smoke ring. So let's take a bite. That's right where we want them. So I have not overcooked ribs like that before. So maybe that was a me issue, not letting them rest. I never really let pork ribs rest though. I'm actually a little bit surprised. They came back. Look, I mean, clean bone. I'm kind of dumbfounded. I don't know what to say about that. Other than I had thought they were fine. I mean, you saw them, but they're actually doing just fine now.